The second half of the Pokémon Sword and Shield expansion pass, otherwise known as the Crown Tundra, has just released and is now playable, and features a large new explorable area, over 100 returning Pokémon, a bunch of brand new Galarian forms and legendaries, and 3 pretty hefty chunks of story for you to play through. This video is going to focus on the first quest, titled The King of Bountiful Harvests, that allows you to capture Calyrex, the quote-unquote mascot of the Crown Tundra, as seen in all of the marketing, as well as one of 2 Pokemon that you can unite / fuse with Calyrex, Glastrier and Spectrier, and how to finish this task as easily as possible and show you how to capture these new legendary Pokemon. It will take you about an hour and a half to 2 hours of in-game playtime to finish this first quest, which is a really nice substantial amount of playtime for the money spent on this DLC. First, you'll want to obtain the Crown Pass, which is as simple as downloading the newest update for the games and booting up the game. You'll then want to visit Wedgehurst Station and head to the Crown Tundra. Once you arrive, you're going to be thrown into a battle straight away against an NPC known as Peony. Simply defeat him. If you've completed the main story, he'll have level 70 Pokemon, and then you'll have to embark on your first Dynamax adventure to find his daughter, who has ran away. If you can, you'll want to finish this Dynamax adventure until completion. This means capturing the legendary Pokemon at the end, which will always be Suicune for your first Dynamax adventure, and you'll obtain 9 Dynite ore. This will help speed up one of the steps considerably. We'll get to that in a moment. After finishing your first Dynamax adventure, hopefully to completion, you will be instructed by Peony to meet him at his home in Freezington. This will allow you to begin the 3 main narratives of the Crown Tundra. Once you get through his speech in his home and receive the 3 legendary clues, essentially the quest logs for this area, visit the table in his living room and pick up the wooden crown. This is the item integral to initiating the quest that allows you to capture Calyrex, though I'm sure you figured that one out already. Visit the statue outside of Peony's home and interact with it by pressing A. It will ask whether you want to place this wooden crown on it. This is a no-brainer. You're of course going to say yes, and you will be visited by Calyrex for the first time. It wants you to follow it into a little segregated area, and you will be instructed to battle it. It's a psychic ghost type, and I didn't have any trouble with my level 100 Cinderace. It's probably around level 70, so prepare for that. Bring a Pokemon with super effective attacks, etc, etc. Calyrex is then going to introduce itself to you by taking control of Peony's body, okay, and wants you to find out once and for all whether or not the people that call this small village their home still remembers it. You want to run around and interact with the 4 or 5 NPCs here, and they will simply mention small snippets about the King of Bountiful Harvest. Once you've done all of this, return back to Calyrex. Calyrex is now, amongst other things, going to mention its loyal steed, a 4-legged Pokemon it used to ride all over the land. It will ask you to find out more information on this and how you can summon it, which can easily be done by visiting the mayor's house at the top of the village, and by reading some of the books in his bookcase. There'll be a couple of passages regarding its proud steed and the harvest itself. Once you've done this, return back to Calyrex. Calyrex is now going to ask you to retrieve carrot seeds. These carrot seeds can be purchased from a vendor in the centre of town for 8 Dynite ore. Dynite ore is received as a reward upon completing Dynamax adventures. If you fail to beat the first Dynamax adventure earlier on, let's say you lost the final battle against the Suicune, simply redo these Dynamax adventures until you have 8 in your inventory, and then purchase these seeds from the vendor and return to Calyrex. Calyrex is capable of growing these seeds, even in the midst of winter. However, can't in the town of Freezington, where you're currently located. You will be instructed to instead locate one of 2 spots to grow these carrots. One is in a field of pristine snow, the other is in a field by gravestones. Where you plant these seeds is incredibly, vitally important, as this is going to decide which one of the 2 new Pokemon you are going to be able to capture alongside Calyrex. You can capture either one in your game, but you aren't able to capture both in the same save file, similar to Cubthru and its evolutions. Plant your seeds in the old cemetery for the game to summon Spectrier, arguably the superior of the two competitively, or plant them in the snowslide slope to summon Glastrier, like I'm going to show you now. Planting them will trigger a cutscene that spawns the corresponding Pokemon, and it will run away in a fit of rage, charging to Freezington. Use your in-game map to locate the two areas. There'll be flags on either or. Fly back to Freezington and you will be able to trigger a battle against the corresponding Pokemon. Again, a very easy battle if you've come prepared with a high-level Pokemon like I did. Once you've defeated the Pokemon of choice, you will obtain a tuft of mane hair that is going to be integral for the final part of this quest. You're going to be instructed by the Mayor and Calyrex that you will need to construct the Reins of Unity, essentially an item like the DNA splicers that enables you to unite these Pokemon at will. It's a key item, and it's integral to fulfill the final requirements of this quest. Speak to Calyrex, it will give you the Radiant Petal, and you will be free to make the Reins of Unity. Constructing the Reins of Unity is incredibly easy. You simply take the tuft of mane hair and the Radiant Petal to the Mayor's house once again, and in a botched kind of way, you will eventually succeed in making it, with a little help from Peony. Upon exiting the Mayor's house, you will receive the final instruction to meet Calyrex at the very peak of the Crown Tundra at the Crown Shrine. You will need to scale the mountain, pass through the Giant's Bed, up the snowslide slope, into the tunnel to the top, through the path to the peak, a lot of alliteration here, and you will be greeted by Calyrex at the Crown Shrine. Well done, you did it. I thought this bit was really cool. You will be asked to place the carrot you received earlier in a little shrine to summon the Pokemon you've chosen, and a cutscene will initiate of Calyrex attempting and succeeding in taming Glastrier or Spectrier. With this, your tasks are done. All that's left is returning when you feel like you've got the Pokeballs and the right team for the job. It's similar to the Zacian and Zamazenta battles in that if you accidentally defeat it, you can rebattle it as much as you like, or if you run out of Pokeballs. It appears to have a very low base catch rate, so I'd recommend bringing a bunch of Dusk Balls and having a lot of patience, and Pokemon that are capable of withstanding more than a couple of hits. And make sure to save before the battle, just in case, so you don't have to trek up the mountain once again. All three of these Pokemon are shiny locked, so please do not try to soft reset in an attempt to get these as shiny, unfortunately. That's just the way Game Freak does things nowadays. Kinda sucks. Catching this Pokemon and using the Reins of Unity on it will actually split it into the two different Pokemon if you have the party space, which is really, really cool. Multiple Pokedex entries for one Pokemon capture, which I don't think has ever been seen before. Big fan of these Pokemon and their united forms, and I'm looking forward to using them in competitive battles. Really hope you found this video helpful. A like would be appreciated if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.